So now let's talk about the screen of the Renault Zoe. So this is a really beautiful quality screen that you can see. The screen is actually off at the moment. So you can see by default the time, the external temperature. Here you can see that the phone is charging and you've got the date and some basic functions. So if I turn it on here, I can wake it up. This is the menu of the screen. So you can see navigation, radio, music. So everything is quite simple and easy to go through. So of course you've got navigation. You can see here the map. It's quite crisp, to be honest. It's really good. You really feel like you're having a regular tablet. So that's pretty good. Now if we go back to the menu, we get radio. We're not going to play radio, of course, but you can see that's very easy to use there. Back to the menu, we've got music, so that's of course for your external music that you might have, maybe some USB stick or Bluetooth, etc. Then phone, so phone, that's the same. There's no paired phone, well, not mine anyway, at the moment. So you've got you can pair a phone there. Applications, so you can watch videos and photos. I'm not sure exactly how. You probably have to put them on your USB stick for that. Then some information about the car, air quality, and then settings. So settings, there are quite a good number of elements here. You've got all the driving assistance, and it's very easy to go through this. So for example, the traffic sign recognition, you put it on, you put it off, just like you do with your phone. So it's extremely easy to use. So that's a really good system. Blind spot, that's the lane departure system as well. You've got parking assistance as well. So you can also set this up. So you've got the camera here. You can even adjust your camera brightness and colors and contrast if you want to see the lines here or not. So it's a really good system. Even the sound, if you don't like the sound of when you reverse, you can remove that. Evie Programming. So this is of course your EV specific elements when you want to program your charge. If, for example, if you want to have the car charging at a particular moment, if you have night rate tariff at home, of course, and car configuration. So here, what do we have? The turn indicator, sound volume. So that there's not too much there, but again, this is pretty cool to be able to adjust some of those elements. Actually, there is more, of course. There's access. So your hands-free functions, you might not want to have hands-free, you can remove it here. And your external and internal welcome as well. So quite a lot of adjustment to do. And it's very easy to go through all those menus. And here, if you click here, you've got your home screen. So I'm not sure if you see very well, but you've got your phone, your music, and your navigation all in the same screen. So it's a very easy way if you want to see a bit of everything when you're driving. And again, your driving assistance there. So again, a very good system. Very impressed by that, to be honest. I think most people really like it. Okay, so there is an interesting feature that we have here. So if you are in the menu here, navigation, you can go to navigation menu, and here we have something called reachable area. So here we can instantly see how far we can get with the current level of charge. So the car at the moment has 35%, which is 106 kilometers. So we are here in Cork, and we can see here that we can reach most of West Cork and a bit of the Ring of Kerry and Dingle, and maybe on the other hand to Tipperary and almost Waterford. So there is the blue area, which is the normal mode, and then the green is the eco mode. So it's quite handy to see how far we can get, and it takes in consideration the type of road. It's not just a circle with the range, because of course the roads are a bit different. Then if you click here, something really cool. It's just the charging station. So we've seen that in other cars, charging stations, but in this case it's actually very handy, because here I can see a fuse charging station nearby. The closest is 400 meters, and you can see there's actually a fast charging one. And if I tap just here on the station itself, it gives me directly the information where the place is, and I can just go type on go, and it will just lead me to the place. So it's extremely simple.
The route has been calculated. Please drive onto a digitized road.
Here you go. So it's very simple. We can see the map here very easily. So we have to do a big detour actually, but it works. And again, the screen is really it's really nice and snappy. So this is very handy for any EV driver, because sometimes you just don't know where you are and which are the closest stations. So here I'm going to just show you for a minute the automatic parking. So when you press this button, you go to this menu and you can see exactly what's going on with the car, and you can decide what type of parking you wish to have. So here, this is to exit a space. This is to park like this. This is like if you're in a supermarket, and this is parallel parking. So depending on the type of parking you want to have, you have to select this, and if you want to exit your space, this is the one. Here you can see the zones all around as well. So the sensors are obviously not only in the front and the back, but also on the sides.